Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play Command & Conquer, where we have a plan that doesn't involve this artillery just yet. Yes, I thought of a new plan, far fancier, far more efficient, but it's going to require some more money. So go chance your life, Mr. Harvester, get us some funds. Why are we this slow? Up we go. Okay, how are we doing up here? Perfectly adequate, I suppose. I believe this is technically the tallest unit we have on the map now. Tallest meaning highest up, and therefore a complete incorrect definition of the word tall. However, this is the building I believe they're airstriking at the moment. Which is okay, because it's quite a sturdy building. It seems to be able to take airstrikes quite well. However, what I'm going to want is one of these fellows. And I inadvertently scrolled to the right, revealing my plan. That's my plan.
Building.
So we shall build one of these fellows. We shall hope that you are repaired. Yes, you are. Very good.
Reporting. Moving out.
All of these forces will be used in assault. I believe the first place I will be attacking is going to be this base, straight downwards. It's clearly a base. I mean, it's got concrete walls. Why would you have concrete walls if you were not building a giant army base? It's pretty intuitive. Gonna need some more funds, however, for my plan. My plan is a rather expensive one this time, and it involves a building that we all know, we all love, but we haven't used yet. That's long enough to think about it. It's going to be that one. Now, I've never done this, but now is as good as time as any. It's actually in a better time than any other situation that's ever come up, because I don't see any other way out of this. So we're gonna do it. The Obelisk is, of course, a brilliant defensive tool. It will keep your base perfectly safe. However, you can use the Obelisk offensively. Now, there's two good ways you can use it offensively. The first is the one I'm going to do, involves this chap. Here he is. The second involves sandbags. Lots of them. You can build a sort of sandbag trail, leapfrogging themselves to victory all the way across the map, into an enemy base, and then you can build an obelisk next to the sandbag. That's an offensive obelisk right there. The alternative, and the way I'm going to be doing things, is you can capture an enemy building and then put an obelisk right down beside it. That's going to be my plan. Perhaps a good use of this would be with the Chinook. Early on in the game, before they set up any kind of defences, you could have put an engineer in the Chinook, gone over here, captured something, anything, that would do, and then pop down an obelisk there, which would have destroyed a lot of this base. However, that is a lot of infantry, and so the obelisk would probably die, meaning this is an expensive and failed plan. So, yeah, give it a go. Why not? I don't care if it fails for you, because I'm not doing it. Go on then, Mr. Harvester, this should be enough. I believe we are less than 700 credits to go. Yes, because that's 750, so that looks about right to me. A little bit of angular mathematics on the go in the middle of this game. Not quite sure what that is as a fraction of the whole. Nevertheless, let's get to work on our plan.
Base is under attack.
Let's get airstriked again. Oh no, they're going for the power plant. Maybe it was an attack on this thing, and they just missed. We'll need to repair both of these, but making sure the obelisk gets built first.
Construction complete.
Build one at a time because we're going to run out of funds. Anyway, here comes the giant attack plan. Perfect piece of brilliance that we need to save the... Ooh, it's two of them. I'm going to get the bottom one, looks safer. Pray I can build there.
GDI building.
I can! Sweet! When advance got to go! No power, no! Sell everything! Okay, good. I'm back in business. Now, I need money. Good, I got money. I captured a silo. That was the whole point. Obelisk versus Advance Guard Tower. A fight that is never supposed to happen, but Obelisk absolutely destroys the Advance Guard Tower. Nice to know. So this is a good way to handle this little bit of base over here. Yes, he got what he deserved, that evil chap. Now, with my money, I'm going to be building some more flame tanks, and then maybe some light tanks and artilleries and things. The computer, however, will rebuild, and it will rebuild to the end of time itself. So strong is the computer's ability to rebuild that it will rebuild even when it has no buildings left. That is to say, I can destroy everything here, and the computer will still rebuild. Now, this obviously is not fair, because we can't do that. You can only place a building, Mammoth tank. You can only place a building next to a building, or a sandbag,
Not a problem.
which for no apparent reason counts as a building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit lost.
The computer doesn't obey this rule, and therefore is able to build
Unit lost.
buildings wherever it likes.
Lost.
The downside to this is, no matter how many times I destroy their bases, or their tiny little sub-bases, they will forever continue to rebuild there. This is highly unfair. Now allow me to explain two completely different,
Building.
though kind of intertwined plans. The first is the one I'm going to do. It involves sandbags.
Unit lost.
The computer's AI means it will only ever rebuild buildings in the place they originally existed. So, it may build another advanced guard tower over here, or another comm center here, but it can't mix things up. So, if I put a sandbag in the way, the computer gets all confused.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
This does rely on me remembering exactly where all the buildings were.
Construction complete.
Ah! The power plant was there.
Building. Construction complete.
But the computer's kindly demonstrated the point there that it doesn't obey the rules. They still have a mammoth tank up here. Now, I do have a plan for killing that mammoth tank, but it's a risky one. It's not actually that risky. Stop! Where's my artillery? My artillery's dead. You didn't stop! Curse you.
Building. Construction
I
complete.
believe the guard tower was there. It may have been one tile higher on that spot. Actually, I think it was.
Construction complete.
Well, if they want to build a guard tower, that's their business. I need to stop the
Building.
advanced guard tower from being reconstructed. And I need money from a harvester. But yes, two different tactics. The first one is what I consider fair. When you destroy an entire enemy base, then you build some sandbags in the way so they don't rebuild it, which they shouldn't be able to do. The second plan, which I consider to be unfair, is that you snipe a building at the front and you put a sandbag in its place. The reason I think that's unfair is because the computer is too dumb to destroy sandbags.
Lost.
So you may have only just popped in with an engineer, sold something,
Construction complete.
and then built one sandbag and gone, there we go, that's the end of that, and then they will never rebuild, say, their war factory if that's what you went for. That seems unfair,
Acknowledged.
because unless you've got the command center, they should really... Construction yard, not command center. They should really be able to rebuild stuff.
Deploy here.
So I'm not going to be doing that, and I don't know which of these sandbags I can safely sell, so I'll just keep them all there, they're not that expensive. So Obelisk I will sell, but it has one more duty left to perform.
Acknowledged.
And I will try one very, very brave minigunner.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative.
On the plus side, it does seem that we have finally sort of stabilised our base. We've dealt with this enemy base. I believe there is a path there, but I haven't seen any enemies ever use it.
You got it.
Hopefully we'll be okay.
Right away, sir.
Now this heroic man is actually going to die in one rocket from the mammoth tank, so this is a terrible plan. It was another airstrike, fair enough, same target as always.
Yes, sir.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Our base is under attack. Low power.
Okay, okay, he's not bothering to shoot. He's just trying to do this swish reverse crush plan that he did last time. This works.
Yes, sir.
Works in our favour.
Got it.
We take the mammoth tank to the obelisk. Now an obelisk can kill a mammoth tank if it wasn't in low power. Oh dear. My plan may have failed.
Moving out.
Come on.
Moving out.
A damaged power plant gives reduced power.
Yes, sir.
That thing needs to repair enough so that I'm back into power.
Affirmative. You got it. Right away, sir.
And I need to dance around sandbags until that time comes.
Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Doing a pretty good job.
Moving out. Roger.
Mammoth tanks, of course, are too weak to be able to crush a sandbag, so they have to drive around them.
Reporting. Affirmative.
And now I have an obelisk to help me out. He will try to retreat. No, he's still trying to crush me. He's trying to crush my obelisk. Swine. It's not going to work, though.
Sidelines needed.
So we have finally dealt with that mammoth tank. We've finally dealt with just about all of the enemies. I feel safe enough to sell him off.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I was tempted to see if the old stop trick still worked. I believe it's been patched, but then I believe the airstrike AI selection had been patched and it hadn't.
Building.
I'm going to build one more power plant over here where it's relatively safe.
Construction complete.
because it gets annoying having that one get partially airstrikes then dropping into low power. And then there are sandbags there for protection, even though they look like GDI buildings on the minimap. All I need to do now is get some forces.
Building.
It's that time again, ladies and gentlemen. The speeds are going up. I'm harvesting some Tiberium.
Yes, sir.
Reinforcements have
If this
arrived.
takes a ridiculous length of time, then I may do some off-screen. Because I may have to sit and wait for Tiberium to regrow. That is how broke I am.
Construction complete.
I think numbers of about 4 flame tanks, some infantry, and maybe like 3 light tanks would be a good squad to attack down here. Maybe I shouldn't risk it, maybe I should save up a bit more money. We have 3 trees, was it? Yes, it was 3 trees. That means we have a good supply of Tiberium that will obviously respawn infinitely. So there's no rush. No rush at all. All those juicy infantry. Look at that nuclear bomb is ready for those infantry. But that's not where it's going. I do... What are you doing, man?
Yes, sir.
Get in the refinery.
Affirmative. Unit reporting.
Why can't I order you into the refinery?
Unit
Fine. How about this? This will trick you. Go harvest. Oh, wait, I'm full. Back to the refinery. What are you doing, man?
Yes, sir.
Well, this isn't fair.
Moving out.
I kind of need the money.
Reporting.
Is anyone in your way?
Away, sir.
No.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
What's going on? Cursed game. Moment to ponder. Okay, that was a good moment. My plan is as follows. It's not a good one. I need funds desperately. I don't need this anymore because I have a second one. Farewell. Repair.
Reporting.
We have some airstrike fodder. There they are. We're abusing all the glitches now because the game's screwing me over.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Reporting. Moving out.
How much money do I have? I have enough. Good.
Building.
Gonna be rebuilding a Tiberium refinery. That's my plan. Building a new one.
Yes, sir.
Now, usually I would resort to cheap chicanery like this. However, I don't believe I have the funds to continually repair this thing. May need to pause it.
Reinforcements have arrived.
But the game has completely screwed me over by not letting my harvester go back into its refinery, which means I'm going to have to build a second refinery and hope he can go into that one. Because if this guy can't do anything either, then we are
Construction complete.
seriously in a bad way.
Cannot deploy.
Where to deploy it? I don't want to completely block places off. I think that's alright. Can you get through there?
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, you can. Go into that one then. How about that? Oh yeah, that one's fine. That one just smells a bit. I'm not going in there. Whoa, good grief, no.
Right away, sir. Right
I don't
away,
need
sir.
2 refineries. We'll just run off 1 refinery with 2 harvesters.
Vehicle reporting.
Same as we usually do, but we've got no Tiberium in this level, so it seems odd that we got a second harvester with no Tiberium.
Affirmative.
But hey, that's what we've got. Gonna build 1 stealth tank, there's a reason for that. Gotta speed up the game, there's a reason for that. Infantry force is getting pretty big from all these random building sellings. Do have to make sure my harvesters don't go crazy and try and harvest the patch to the south, because that will get them
Construction
killed.
complete.
You harvest that.
Affirmative.
Building.
It's a light tanks on the go.
Reinforcements have arrived.
And soon I'm gonna have to ask all of my harvesters to stop entirely.
Moving out.
But there's still a little bit of Tiberium up here they can grab.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Oh, enemies.
Ready and waiting.
Yeah, that's fine. Just let rocket launcher men deal with them. Come on, everyone, at least shoot at the guy. There we go.
Yes. Moving out. Moving out.
He took a lot of damage. That's a lot of units. I should pay more attention to my mini-map. Good grief, that's a lot of units.
Reporting. Yes. Yes. Reporting. Moving out.
Why did you shoot?
Unit
Right
lost.
away, sir. Affirmative. Yes. Yes. Ready and roger. You got it.
My army. I spent so long building this army.
Yes, sir.
Come on, look. One flame will kill that guy.
Unit
There we go. And all of my men.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
That was a pretty good shot, though. You get credit for that.
Lost.
How are my other tanks? Get in there.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Seems a new plan may be in order. I do have a new plan. I always have backup plans. You know how I am.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Moving out.
It involves finding a way to kill these little medium tanks. Just going all out on them, but not losing the stealth tank. He's expensive and fragile.
Yes,
Unit
sir. Unit
lost.
reporting.
So,
Construction complete.
what have we done this episode? Well,
Building.
we've taken out a small, pointless area. Seriously, what was the point of that place? It had some Tiberium silos, which are very valuable and very fragile, guarded by, at the front, an anti-infantry tower, and way at the back, a superb defense tower. Don't do that.
Affirmative. Moving out.
And then it had some kind of communications dishes and a power plant. It seems very exposed and unprotected
Yes, sir.
to put those structures way out there.
Waiting order.
Construction.
But hey, that's what you know what they're going for. It's alright. Just gonna deal with this tank, and then we're never gonna attack that harvester.
Unit,
We'll get slaughtered.
Vehicle reporting.
Why aren't you helping?
Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Disobedient team.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Oh, airstrike.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Please say this worked, and he's going for one poor minigunner. Which one is it gonna be? It's gonna be you, sir! Move, move, move!
Unit lost.
Moving out. You got it.
Yes, a job well done. Right then.
Yes, sir.
That's just about going to wrap it up for this episode. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the speed to an incredibly high amount, and I'm going to let Tiberium regenerate until I have some money.
Acknowledged. Waiting order.
That's the plan. So that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you'll join me next time, and I shall see you then.